Greggy's fapping for the third time today. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, take that, you little yeah, you deserve this, you're getting, you little yeah, you deserve this. Yeah. Every time he faps, he feels a deep shame within himself. He tries to do NoFap. Day 1, success. Day 2, success. Day 3, it's oh no. Greggy relapsed. Greggy faps for the second time today because I've already done it, so I might as well do it again. And again. And again. So why NoFap? Why should you do NoFap? Why should you stop fapping right now? Increased energy, increased motivation, increased testosterone, mental clarity, and I could just go on and on and on and on. I'm not going to explain as to why you should do NoFap. This is just a little guide for you to stop fapping and to actually get through NoFap. First things first is, what is your purpose for NoFap? Why are you considering NoFap? What mission do you have? For me, personally, I want to become a YouTuber, or in fact, I am a YouTuber, but I want to become a bit bigger, a bit more successful. So if I were to be fapping, then I wouldn't be making this video. If I'd been fapping before, I wouldn't be making this video. I'd be just like all lazy, sluggish, all brain fog. I just wouldn't be in the game. I wouldn't be in the zone. I want to sit in bed and watch Netflix. So find yourself a purpose beyond you, something bigger than you, a mission in your life. What do you want to create and what do you want to be? For me, it's a YouTuber. I want to be a bigger YouTuber than I am now. I want to be a big YouTuber. I want to be the fucking best one out there. I don't want to sit here and be, I want to improve my, I want to be the best YouTuber. So at least in this sort of autism or maybe self-improvement space, I want to be the best. So I need to focus. So that is my purpose. The thing is, if you're a heavy fapper, you fap numerous times a day to heavy fucked up porn, basically. I don't think you're going to succeed NoFap. Like, you're just not going to do it. You're not going to be suddenly being heavy porn addict and all of a sudden stopping fapping. You're just going to relapse. That's just a fact. What you need to do is wean yourself off from the heavy porn. So you go from heavy porn, like the sort of hardcore, numerous tabs, bit disgusting stuff. I don't need to explain what it is. Week 1, you're in heavy porn. So the first week, you've got to transition from heavy porn to lighter porn. No men gangbanging one woman, just one woman, one man, for example. Light porn. Then the next week, you can then transition to the lightest porn, which could be just a woman pleasuring herself in the mirror or something like that. Just one woman on her own. It's just light stuff. That's light porn. Week 2 or week 3, you can transition to a still image, or maybe 3 still images. Week 4, you can transition to 1 still image. This is where your imagination will then start coming into you. You don't need all this dopamine, all this weird, heavy, messed up stuff. You're transitioning from heavy, messed up stuff to a still image, and you can use your mind, your imagination can run a little bit wild on this still image. Then once you're done with the still image, let's say week 5, whatever, week 4, however quick you want to do it, you can transition to just your mind. You don't look at anything, you don't look at any images, any videos, nothing on your phone. You just all in your head, do it in the toilet or do it in your room, whatever. So I think if you're a heavy porn addict, don't just quit like that, because it won't work. You will go back, and then you go back to square one. You always try again, no, back to square one. It will just keep repeating. So you need to come off the heavy porn and go on to the lighter stuff. Eventually, still image. Heavy, light, lightest, still, imagination. Imagination is like the best scenario. Your imagination, you do it once every other day or once every 3 days. You can now finally take the plunge and say, you know what, that's it. I'm no longer going to fap. I'm no longer going to be that guy that's to fap. So congratulations, you are now on NoFap. So the way I did NoFap is I counted up to 7 days. I did like a 7-day NoFap. Basically, I did 7 days of NoFap. So there was a few days. I found that in between like day 2, 3, and 4, maybe 5, there is an urge. There is an urge there, like a there's an urge there, but there's be times where you're gonna have to fight it. You're gonna have to fight the urge and say, no, I don't fap anymore. Never tell yourself, I'm trying to quit fapping. If you say that, you're just gonna fap. You're just gonna relapse. It's like the same with drinking. You got Greggy here, Jack Chadwick here. When Greggy goes to a pub, he meets someone he knows. Someone says to him, hello mate, I'll get you a beer.
Oh no, I'm trying to quit drinking.
Oh no, come on mate, just have one with me.
Oh yeah, okay.
He's already shot himself in the foot by saying, I'm trying to quit. Whereas Jack Chadwick, hello mate, do you want to have a drink? Come on mate, have a drink with me. No, I don't drink at the moment. Or no, I've stopped drinking. That's it, I don't drink anymore. Same with smoking.
I'm trying to quit.
Or I don't smoke. It's that affirmation in your mind. It's changing your identity from within. I don't smoke, I don't drink, and it's the same with fapping. I don't fap. I don't care what temptations come about me, I do not fap. So no matter what temptations you get, you're not gonna fap. You're a non-fapper. You're not trying to quit, you're a non-fapper. Now I want you to say it back with me. Repeat after me. I am a non-fapper. Get through these 7 days. And then after the 7 days, that's when you stop counting. Now, I don't care all this bullshit advice. Once you get to day 365, you're going to start flying and levitating, and women are just going to go, I can smell his semen retention or some shit like that. I just think, no, just get it out your mind. Move on with your life. Congratulations, you don't fap anymore. You need to move on with your life. Become better at being social. Become better with women. Focus on your mission, your purpose, your dream. Focus on your life now. Fapping is behind you. You don't need to go, week 3, day number 400. No, shut up. That's just cringy. You don't need to count anymore. Like, in fact, stop thinking about fapping. You just don't think about NoFap. You throw NoFap out the window. It's done. You've finished. You're officially a non-fapper. You don't need to focus on it anymore. Do you think I'm sitting there focusing now on day number 68? No, it's done now. I don't fap, and now you don't fap. So let's move on. One thing you need to ask yourself is, are you getting your social needs met? Are you meeting your social needs? Are you lonely? Because let's face it, if you're out and about, you're not going to fap, are you? At least I hope you're not going to. I hope you're not going to do that. If you're at home, alone, isolated, maybe fapping is one thing that's causing you to fap in the first place. Maybe it's just that sort of comfort, that desire to feel wanted, to feel loved. If you're at home now and you're thinking, what do I do? I want to fap, then maybe it's time to start spending more time outdoors with people. If you don't spend enough time with people, that's your cue to start making friends, making social connections. The problem is, as much as we have social media, we are not that social anymore. We are not social creatures anymore. We're not as social as we used to be. Like, even when we're sitting on a bloody bus, we're all just staring at our phones on social media, but we're not being social. Like, this is not real social. Being on your phone is not social. I will say that again. Being on your phone is not being social. So get out there in the real world and start being social. I've got some videos on my channel about being social. Maybe you can check them out after. Then maybe one day, eventually, you can get a girlfriend or boyfriend for yourself. Some other useful tips for you I'm going to throw in there. If you're following Instagram models, first of all, what the fuck are you doing? You're just setting yourself up for failure. You want to get any form of triggers, the fapping triggers, out away. You don't want to see that shit. So you need to unfollow every Instagram model. Like, why are you following Instagram models? Honestly, bro, like, this is a life change. If you follow all this advice, this is going to change your life. So just unfollow all these Instagram models, and even girls from school or work or whatever age you are, just unfollow them. Because one simple photo of one girl in a bikini, that's it. That's just going to trigger the feelings of, oh, I want to fap, I want to fap. Trust me, I've been there so many times. I'm scrolling on Instagram. Next thing you know, there's a girl I know from work or in my town. It's like, bikini thin and all, like, I'm like, oh, here we go again. I met this English girl in Thailand, and I'm following her on Instagram. I'm just scrolling. Next thing you know, there's a picture of her in a bikini and doing a selfie in a mirror. And what do you think I did? Yeah, I fapped. Over her pictures, I completely fapped. Because I saw that one picture of her taking a selfie in the mirror and bikini. So unfollow all Instagram models, and you don't necessarily have to unfollow all these girls, but you can maybe just block their post. I think there's a way to block their posts from coming through, but if not, maybe you can just unfollow them. But I'm kind of close with her. No, you're not close with her. Shut up. Just unfollow her. Another tip for you: accountability partner. Be on NoFap with somebody else and say, look, you don't want to let anyone down. So I'd hate to walk up to my accountability partner and say, yeah, I fucked up. So have an accountability partner. Maybe get someone, a good friend of yours, to be on NoFap at the same time. Accountability. Get an accountability partner. But once you get on NoFap, like, I'm now on NoFap, but to be honest, it's been so long since I've fapped, I don't count the days. But once you get onto it, 7 days. Count for 7 days. Once you get to day 7, that's it, you're done. The temptation should lighten and life is just so much better. There's no shame anymore. There's no shame when you're walking down the town, or you have a fap and you drive in your car and you're driving into town, you can see all these people everywhere. That's gone now, that's gone. And it is actually a wonderful journey to be on. So now begins your journey. You're no longer a fapper. Congratulations. If you feel a bit motivated by this video, just do NoFap, write a comment and explain why you're doing NoFap. Then I want you to come back to this video in a week, a month, and revisit the comment. I want you to explain to me why you're doing NoFap. And maybe we can, give advice together or something. I will respond to you, give you advice in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on all of it. Being on this journey as well, once I've got past this certain stage of counting, 7 days, I stop counting and I don't even think about it. Every now and then the urge kind of comes to me, like, oh, I could just have a little bit. I kind of just laugh at it. I think, yeah, right, it's not going to happen, mate. Oh, but please, I want to, nah, there's no way I'm going to do it. There's nothing that can tempt me to fap now. And that's the place I want you to be in. I want you to be in this place now where you don't even get tempted. You don't feel the urge to fap anymore. Or maybe you do feel these tiny urges, but you just laugh at the urges. So I want you to be where I am now, because it is a great place to be, away from the shame and the disgust. I want you to join me.